my darlings, welcome back to your daily dose of dragon feather. We are here for the 8/8 Lionsgate portal party. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Lionsgate portal today. If you are not really sure what the Lionsgate portal is, we will talk a little bit about it. But I am drinking my drinky drink. We started the you know, it's that special time where I start the bleeding. Okay, so today we are in pain, but it is kind of magical that I got my period on the Lionsgate portal. Starlings, I've missed you, bestie. Welcome back to your daily dose of dragon feather. Super excited, Isinator, my darling. Good to see you. Welcome back to your daily dose of dragon feather. We are here chilling for the Lionsgate portal, my family. Maybe I should post about it on Instagram so all the hatchlings get notified. I will in a second. Gotta drink this. But chemicals and conversation, good to see you. Welcome back to your daily dose of dragon feather. I'm so excited for today. I've just been like, I've had a really hard day with my pain, okay? Like it's been just cramptastic a little bit, unfortunately, but I'm in a better mood today. Now, I'm in a better mood now. Earlier today, if that makes sense. Yes. Isinator, so happy you and Pickle Chips liked my drawing, you guys. Yes, Isinator, it was fabulous. Loved it. We love the fan art. It's insane. I'm sorry I couldn't be on any other live streams. I've had some things going on, like relatives' birthdays. That's okay, Starlings. We're super happy to have you today. Stephanie Garcia, welcome back to your Daily Dose of Dragon Feather. Cheers, my friends. If you are just tuning in, please grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a candle, grab a wand. I don't know, who knows what's gonna happen. So cheers, my friends. Karina, yes, I got your email. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. But yes, today we're just here mostly having a party. Like there's really no requirement for today's video, okay? Because like the only thing we're really doing today is partying. We're hanging out, having a good time, my friends, okay? So cheers, homies. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I have just been out running a bunch of errands, getting a lot of things done, trying to just get all of our stuff together. You know, there's a lot of changes going on in our lives right now, so we're just kind of like trying to get ready. We're also gonna go on tour really soon, so I'll be going on tour with my boyfriend. I will not be performing, so I know that might be a little disappointing for some of you guys, but I will be hanging out like in the crowd. So if you like want to hang out with me and like party, you know, around the tour when we go, I'll be releasing dates very soon. If you're interested in meeting me on the Aura tour with Adil C and friends, then please follow me on Instagram for all of that information. You can also follow Adil C Music for that as well. But yeah, I'm really excited and I would love to party with some of you guys, okay? It's pretty exciting. I ordered the book The First Sex the other day. I'm super excited. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, please read it and let me know what you think, because I have officially declared it as my Bible. We're not gonna read it today because like I'm just gonna let you guys know that the deeper we get into the book The First Sex, if you haven't seen any of our episodes reading this book, they're the books that are titled God is and then insert whatever, because that's like basically what the book is describing, right? The book is saying like God is a witch, God is a dragon, God is a fairy queen, God is the mother, God is a goddess. Like basically that's basically what the book is saying. But I need to be so for real with you guys that like the book itself is very heavy and it's like material and like very triggering, and a lot of it is very much not allowed by the YouTube guidelines. So I'm kind of trying to figure out a way to still share the book moving forward and finish the book, because I want to read the whole thing on the channel. I just might have to take out a few excerpts on it, but what I will say is that the more that I skimmed the back of the book, it's actually really, really, really what's the word? Like it was hard for me to read and triggered me and like made me kind of like panicky, if that makes sense. Like it's really that bad, like it's really that heavy. So it's actually totally not like I don't know, it's really hard to stomach, if you will. But I am going to read all of the parts that I wasn't able to read on my what's it called, on my YouTube channel. I'm going to either do a reading of it on TikTok, or I'm going to be doing a reading of it on a platform that I can, but we're going to figure that one out, okay? So I'm not too sure. God is a witch. Please say this again. Awesome. Yes. Okay, fun fact, actually really scary fact. When I posted that video, like it kind of blew up my personal life. Like in the most ridiculous way. Cheers to God being a witch. What the fuck, bro? It was too spicy of a title. Some people were mad at me. That's my point. Like my content, like some of my content is like taking a turn towards like, you know, radical feminism and like radical like activism, and like I'm being labeled as like a social justice warrior and like a rage bait, and like it's really awkward, guys. Like I'm just a girl who follows her dragons, singing songs along the way. But okay, like we're here to party because like I don't have the spoons to deal with any of the drama today, so I just don't. It's icontastic. I love that word. That's such a good word. I'm one day clean from SH. Stay strong, chat. You got this. I'm so proud of you, Starlings. You can keep this going. I believe in you. And we are going to be here for you every step of the way, okay? Do you know that, Star? Do you know that that's how we work here on this channel, right? Like, we like to let everybody know that these daily dose of dragon feathers are for us to hang out like we're homies, okay? Like the idea is like we're on FaceTime, right? Like bestie. It's please, it's necessary, required. Okay. I love that title because it punches you in the face. Exactly, Noor. That's why I chose that title. And like it really fucking pissed so many people off in my personal life. Like I didn't really get too much like drama online about it, right? But like some people who like I work with in the industry I work with, if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, my day job is like celebrity management and marketing. So like I work with probably some of your favorite influencers and celebrities, and so like yeah, to say the least, like I like very meticulously like went through everything that I'm doing and like have decided to go about presenting my content in a very, very particular way. And like I just am also really gonna follow what my dragon guardians tell me to do, and my dragon guardians want me to read all types of books and like dissect them like with you guys like live, like, and that's to showcase kind of like how I study as a witch, right? Because I feel like that I don't see that really often, especially in like, you know, more newer like content creators. I don't really see, especially like younger content creators who are making videos about witchcraft, have such a heavy emphasis on reading books, especially old books, and finding out about the history of witchcraft, as well as how to practice, if you will. I think the history of your practice is more important, so you have a context of what you're doing your entire craft. I think that you can only go so deep if you don't take it into the history portion of it, right? That's why we free Palestine on this channel, right? That's what the dragons tell me to do, really hardcore. And I knew that was gonna ruffle some feathers, okay? I knew me doing the free Palestine stuff and doing the free Congo stuff was gonna ruffle some feathers in my personal life, but who cares? Who cares, man? I'm just like filtering the family and friend group, okay? It's like, what's the word, purifying it? I don't know. But like the kind of thing is like, I like come here to talk about what I want to talk about, and like what I talk about on my channel is never going to advocate for violence. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't even advocate for violence against men. Like like, and some people would think that with some of the ideologies that I have that I would be like a raging man hater, and I just don't really think that's necessary. Like, I think that like everybody's problem is because there's some sort of hatred in your heart at some point that poisons your ability to show up fully human. And hey, that might be a hot take, but you know what? Like, I'm guilty of that shit too. Like, I've been taught and conditioned to hate people, and especially hate myself so much in my life that like I'm just here to open my mouth and talk, you know? So it's kind of crazy to me that like some things like that will actually like make people angry and like make people like want to try and like threaten me or intimidate me out of it. And it's just crazy to like even think about that. And like also I'm like realizing that a lot of people who I thought, you know, who I've met recently or just who've been in my life within the past like 5 years, like just kind of like, I guess like I thought that they were more like, not all of them, please know that most of them are sweethearts, but like there's a handful of people that I just thought were like different than who they are, and like that's okay. Like there's literally no hate. Like it's just like I want to know who I'm talking to. Like I want to know who my friends are, and I want to know like how they respond to certain things and how they treat people about certain things. Or like when somebody's like just being what would be considered different or geeky, cheeky, and freaky by my definition, like, are you gonna hate on them for it? Or are you gonna love them for it? Or are you gonna be curious for it? Or are you gonna be judgmental for it? And I actually care about those things, you know, because I don't feel safe in my life right now. And what I want everybody for this Lionsgate portal, this 8/8 Lionsgate, is so special because it is during the year of the dragon, and it's arguably probably one of the most powerful days of like magic in our lifetimes. And the reason why I wanted to come on live with you guys and chat about it is because like you don't, like, today is such a powerful day. You don't have to like make a perfect ritual and like have all this like meticulously planned thing thought out. Like you just have to have a desire in your heart and a feeling and a will to win. Like that's all that matters for the Lionsgate portal. Do you understand? It's about courage, it's about bravery, it's about willpower, it's about action, it's about igniting what you want into your reality. And what I want in my reality are people who inspire me, people who keep me safe, and people who want to uplift and support me no matter how I show up in anywhere, right? Like I want people to approach me with curiosity and compassion before like they shut me down and are judgmental or whatever. Like I deserve compassion too. Like, you know, like everybody's human expression isn't always like easy, right? Like everybody has their shadow sides, and when people have their shadow sides and can't suppress their shadows and end up exploding and expressing them because they've just been suppressing them for so long, like I am a believer of, can we take a deep breath? Can we stop fighting? Like, can we try again? Can we like, you know, whatever? And it's like, it doesn't always work, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like my whole point is when people get too attached to a certain point of view or a certain way of thinking or a certain perspective that they got, or if they said, oh, because you did this, this is what you meant, and I am not up, that is not up for discussion. Like no, like everything is up for discussion always. Like everything to a certain extent is up for debate. You know what I mean? Like people's existence, that's not up for debate. Like people's safety, that's not up for debate. People's identity and bodies and what they want to do with that is not up for debate, right? But like what is up for debate is like, why am I like if you have like a crazy outburst of emotion, like that usually is a cry for help. It's not because someone's a piece of shit, right? There's a very fine line sometimes with certain individuals, but like I think people just need to like take a deep breath and like really just maybe like hit the spa, or like fucking like take a walk, or like take a chill pill, or meditate, or like put their phone down for a day, because like it's just too much. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just too much. The brain rot is like so bad that people can't like think outside of like knee-jerk reactions and like the algorithm and liking and like, oh, that was entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I'm bored. Like, and I don't care. Like if like I don't care if like people like cycle in and out of my space, because it's like the right people will find me, and like I'm not gonna go out of my way to hurt people. Like I'm just gonna go out of my way to help people, and like I might get burned in the process, which blows me away, but like that's why I do what I do. Is like if I'm getting burned trying to help people, I can only imagine how the people who I'm trying to help are getting burned. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like it's really easy to like be compassionate, you know what I mean? Like And that's what I want to really like anchor in. Well, I already have, you know what I mean? It's not a I want to, it's an already done situation, because like I am refusing to sacrifice my standard for compassion. I'm refusing to sacrifice my standard for understanding. Like, I'm refusing to sacrifice my standard for just cooperation and curiosity. Like, we're here to hang out and like learn about each other and learn about the world, and it like really shouldn't be more serious than that. Like, and the only reason why it's so fucking messy is because we are so many generations deep in trauma and we haven't dealt with that, okay? So let's take a mutual deep breath together, okay? We're gonna do 2 breaths in and then 1 large exhale, like so. All right, do it again with me, guys. 2 breaths in and then exhale. Warning, system permanent ban will occur if live video does not end in 1 minute. Y'all, the notification is fake. That is really interesting, because if I can tap you and I can hide you, then that means you're not a notification. Cheers. Okay. All right, moving on from that conversation. All I'm gonna say is that I follow what my dragon guardians tell me to do. And I believe in God. And I believe in Goddess. And I believe in my ancestors. And I believe in spirits of the land. And I believe in the spirits that still walk our earth that some would consider ghosts, because of the struggles that they lived through and can't get over or get out of. That's what I care about and follow and listen to, okay? And all I'm here to do is share my experience. Like, I'm chilling otherwise. Do you know what I mean? Can you please read my comment about the second one? Yes. Are you going to be talking to Pickle Chips on this live? Pickle Chips, am I gonna talk to you on this live? I don't know, I wasn't planning on it. I don't know, I'm just like actually not feeling the best, if I'm being honest with you. That's kind of why I'm just here to hang out. It's kind of like a party situation. But I am more than happy to like answer any of your questions like about Pickle Chips, or like if you guys just want to like have any questions, like it's fine to do like a regular Q&A too. Your stuffed animals are so cute. You've gotten me so interested in the healing qualities of Tinycraft. Yes, bunny. I need to do an updated video on Tinycraft, because like Tinycraft has like become one of the cornerstones of my practice recently. And you know what's funny, actually? Like, my practice in Tinycraft has become like one of the roots of like my protective practice, because believe it or not, like some of the like things that I do in my Tinycraft practice make me appear a certain way, like with the way that I dress or the way that my makeup's done, etc. And it's like done with like intention to like do certain things. I'm not going to share all of my magic with you guys, but like it's just done with certain intentions to reveal certain things, and like every time it happens, it just like blows me away and like helps me move like such a boss, like because I'm like just really intentional about my craft now. And unfortunately, like with just what I'm doing and just where I'm going, like I guess I have a lot more eyes on me than I thought. And so I do kind of have to like, Nightmare Fuel Studios, welcome to your daily dose of Dragon Feather. I'm glad you're here. But like, I just like want you guys to know that like I'm doing my best to like not sacrifice my authenticity, but also not sacrifice my safety, and also not like just, I don't know, like it's way more complicated than it needs to be. But like that's why like I've just decided to like kind of go like, I guess, double down on like what I really want to do on this channel, which is like what's it called, I really want to go back and like deep dive into like the practice of witchcraft again and just like really break it down in a way that I really never got to when I was younger. And then I want to go like over like Wicca. There's some of my other like old video topics that I want to discuss more, like Theorns and other canon. We're all getting there, right? But like, and we do, you know, like we have in like most of these live videos, but like it's been a lot like trying to like set up like a new space. But I do want to say I would show you, but like my setup is so precarious right now because there's just like, we have to get like the outlet replaced. It's like so finicky, but anyway. So my sister is a very negative person, so when I talk about your channel to her, she says shit like, that's not real, and starts laughing, and that's BS. She makes me feel like shit. Starlinks, then stop sharing yourself with her. Like, if she makes you feel like shit, like, I understand, I don't know how old you are, and like, I'm not here to like give a minor advice, but like, all I can say is from my experience is that when my siblings haven't been the kindest to me, I just stopped, like, I just kind of like stopped engaging with them and like focused on me and like focused on what I wanted to do and just really kept to myself and really focused on building myself. And then as time went on, then I like reached out and worked on it. And like sometimes it's still kind of, I still have a rough relationship with my siblings. Well, honestly, I really don't talk to my brother because he's actually not that nice, but that's my whole point. Like, I had to learn the hard way that like I'll just not be understood in a certain way. And like, I can either choose between my safety and my personal peace and my personal happiness, or I can try to have a relationship with somebody who's not going to have the same care that I deserve and am willing to give, and that's only going to hurt me in the long run. It's really hard sometimes, but like, you know, like what I've learned, and especially like with this portal and the Lionsgate portal, like I hope you guys know that moving forward, like, you are the priority. Like, and suddenly when you prioritize yourself, your world will start prioritizing you too. Like, it is sometimes a difficult learning curve, right? To learn how to exactly prioritize yourself. What does that actually look like? You know, some people, it means saying no to things that they would sometimes compulsively say yes to, and that can be a really hard habit to break. But like, the whole point of it is to take it one step at a time and to do your best and to stay strong in your focus and your conviction to put yourself first. Because my whole life I've been conditioned to appease other people, to put other people's feelings before my own. Their safety and security was more important than my own ever since I was little. You know, I have very early memories, you know, of being conditioned this way by my mother, and it's very, very difficult. You know what I mean? It's very, very difficult, and I hate that shit. I hate how hard it is for me to break, and, you know, like, some would say that it's a fawning trauma, like a fawning, like a, like trauma response, if you will. But yeah, I was literally just saying it. That's funny. But yeah, so like, it's really, really hard, especially when it's like a trauma response. But like, the more that I've been challenging myself to show up in my truth and to speak my truth and to share the things that I like to study about and to share my dragon's wisdom with you guys and to share with you guys what they tell me to read and what they tell me to do, and like, you know, not really like feeling bad about that anymore. Like, I never realized how that could upset people. Like, I don't understand why that's a thing. You know what I mean? And like, I want to live in a world where a girl who believes in her dragons isn't a hindrance to her success. And I'm gonna create that world because I'm being challenged every single day by the people around me. You know, I'm being constantly reminded, like, you talk about this stuff, you will upset religious people. All right. Their feelings are my responsibility. And that's what I want to remind you today. This portal is to remind you that no one's feelings outside of you, nobody's feelings are your responsibility but your own. Okay? Yeah. What you're talking about sounds like the book I just read called Heal the Witch Wound. Yeah. Noir, that's really, really valid, honestly. Witches have been denied a safe space to exist for far too long now. Like, I don't care what anyone has to say. Like, we're showing up now. And we've never been more confident about being who we are. And you know what? Like, I've been so afraid to be on this channel hugely. Like, you want to know some realty, you guys? I've been so scared to touch my channel for so many years. A huge factor was because I know that if I actually share what I want to share and say what I want to say, it'll set the world on fire. And I'm so fucking scared of what that means for me by speaking up. But I have realized by abandoning this channel for nearly 3 years that the only thing that did to me was kill me slowly and robbed me of my wings and robbed me of my magic and robbed me of my hatchlings. And I was a sad, depressed, spiteful, hateful, dark piece of shit because of it. And like, I'm not gonna harm myself like that anymore. Like, I really feel like that was an act of self-harm. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I really believe with who I am as an individual, with who I am as this channel, like on this channel, like who my dragons tell me to show up as and who God tells me to show up as and who Goddess tells me to show up as and who my ancestors tell me I need to be and walk the path that I need to walk. I can't be afraid to speak at all, because the only thing that I have to say might be some hard truths to swallow. And it's like, I see people who platform hate, who platform separation, who platform violence, who platform bigotry, and they have millions and millions of followers, and somehow that's palatable. And I'm just like, no, not in my reality. And so I'm making the choices and the decisions to where that is true in my reality. And time's up. It's like, it's free, $99, to be a human being, okay? The only cost is putting the time and effort to learning a little bit about other people. It's actually so easy. Like, the only reason why you think it's so difficult is because you have no capability of thinking about anyone outside of yourself, right? You know what I mean? Like, rain, if you set the world on fire, girl. I really hope that it is a cleansing fire that warms everyone's hearts, not one that causes destruction or my own destruction, because that shit I have nightmares about. And you know what? I honestly think it's not only because of the trauma I've already experienced, like religiously speaking, but also like the trauma that I know is in my family lineage, and also who knows what past lives I've lived. But it just feels like I've been here trying to stand in my power as a woman who's magical and wild for a very long time, and I've never been successful. And I feel like this lifetime is the one I've been working towards, is the one I knew would be the one that would make it full circle. You know what I mean? And that's why my dragon guardians tell me, like, my content is for women. My content is for women. My content is first for women, the witchy women who need me, okay? And in that, and an extension of that, it's all feminine presenting people, right? Anybody on the spectrum of femininity, like, my content is for you, right? Like, I don't care, like, even like full grown manly ass, like heterosexual men have feminine energy and feminine parts to them, and my channel is to help them get in touch with that too. That's where I'm coming from, right? Like, we have so much male-centered everything everywhere, like, it's not gonna be that way on my channel. Like, and I'm sorry if that upsets people, but like, my God, like, please relax. Like, oh my God, please relax. Like, you know, like, everybody is entitled to their opinion and perspective of God, amen, okay? Like, everybody is entitled to their perspective and experience in the spiritual sense, amen. Like, and everybody deserves the freedom to see if this is good for them or if that is good for them, amen. You know what I mean? Like, this is what my channel is for. Like, if you cannot handle being on my channel, it's because you cannot handle people of different religions, of different faiths, of different spiritualities sharing their perspectives together. Like, I want to hear about everybody's beliefs because I find magic and I find God and I find goddess in all of it. Like, I find humanity in all of it. And that's why I came to this planet. Like, I came to this planet to discover how humans interact with the unseen, with the creator, with the divine, because that is just something that, compared to anything else on the planet, is just so almost otherworldly, but so rawly human. It's like truly what sets us apart from any other species. Yes, I understand we got the intelligence and the ability to like build technology, but also that would never really happen if we weren't inspired by things that we didn't understand, if we weren't inspired by things that weren't yet happening, or if we weren't able to have an idea of what could be. We would never create something that already is. Like, somebody had to think of a phone before it was made. Like, did you know that Apple, the actual company Apple, dude, you don't even understand how much fucking wisdom, lore, and shit there is when it comes to the Apple company, okay? There's just so much, okay? They made this company before they even knew it was possible to put a computer in everybody's hands, and now the world runs on like iPhones, essentially, little computers, touch screens. Like, you're watching me on one right now. That's awesome. I'm so glad this is a feminine based channel. Hell yeah, Isinator, because as it should be. All right, like, you know, like, love my ladies. Okay, cheers. I feel like a lot of the religious trauma that I have is directly a result of me being a woman that's wild and like naturally witchy. Like, I just naturally had magical experiences and wasn't afraid to share it. I was very unfiltered as a child, right? And this is why I had a lot of, like, I encountered and probably attracted a lot of abuse from adults, because like I was very bright and outspoken and innocent and vulnerable, in the sense that like I wasn't taught how to protect myself by my parents, and I was just literally so full of life and love and like wanted to share that magic with everybody, and not everybody wanted that. Not everybody wanted to hear that, and I didn't know any better. I was a child, right? So like that's truly what I like try to like reconnect with in my practice now, which is why tiny craft is a huge part of it. Like, creating a safe space for my little inner child to feel safe enough to play and make magic and be merry and feel happy to be alive. Like, that's why I do what I do. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I do what I do. It's actually really important for me to like just communicate that, because I feel like some people get it twisted sometimes. But I was staying awake hoping to catch you. So much anxiety lately. I needed the peaceful space. Yes, Eddie the Red, I'm so glad you made it, and welcome back to your daily dose of Dragon Feather. I wanted to go live at like 8 p.m. because it's the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. But yeah, I'm also like not feeling the best. My stomach is just like, but it's fine. I'll survive. My spirituality is always changing, it seems. Same. JG, welcome back to your daily dose of Dragon Feather. Also, I said I was going to get sober. I'm 8 days in. Hell yeah, Eddie the Red. I hope you know that you are in the hardest part of it, and I will let you know right now that just take it one day at a time, and every time you have a craving, just distract yourself, do everything you can think of humanly possible to just get through each moment. And once you get to about like 3 to 4 weeks in, you will start feeling the actual benefits from taking the sobriety, like from being sober. And then if you just keep it going, you're just gonna get more and more benefits from it being out of your system. And you just gotta keep going. Have compassion with yourself, have grace, you know? And if you do relapse, it's not the end of the world, okay? Don't shame yourself. That's how you lose, all right? Grace, mercy, you know, encouragement, positive, you know, like, you're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. You know what I mean? Not feeling the best either. Yeah, it's okay. But like, that's why I think the conversation is going to be so good tonight, because here's the thing. When we live in a world of like polarity, right? And there cannot be light without darkness. There cannot be darkness without light. And so without pain, there cannot be pleasure. And without pleasure, there cannot be pain. And so the fact that I'm having so much like pain right now, like just because my chronic health issues, that means that it's actually going to give me an energetic edge on tapping into some really high shit. And I want to like maybe offer that perspective to people who struggle with chronic pain, because sometimes that's the only way that I get through it in a positive way. There's no right or wrong way to navigate your chronic pain. It's very much up to the individual. I just offer to you what has worked for me. And this is what happens for me. Starlinks, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had so much fun. Happy 8/8 Lionsgate portal. But it's all okay, my friend. Yeah, it's just heightened anxiety, sweating, and mood swings. Your presence is transmuting, so I didn't want to miss you again. Aw, Seti the Red, that's really, that honors me so much. I hope that I can keep it up for as long as I am alive, because I just expect better, I guess, from everybody, especially around me anyway. Like, truly fundamentally on from an emotional level, because I think our world is far more emotional than like everybody gives it credit for. And like, if we actually like, this is why my channel is very much like open emotions too. Like, I'm going to cry on this channel, I'm going to laugh on this channel, I am going to get angry on this channel, like I'm going to do all of it, and I'm going to be uncensored in that. Why? Because there's too much censoring of emotion, because there's no education on how we can properly navigate that and help each other navigate that. And like, I promise you, like, the destruction of people and countries and cultures and spiritual practices would not happen without emotion involved. Okay, it makes me fry my brain. Okay, like, choosing to nuke someone is the most emotional decision. Thank you. Thank you. Can we just agree on that? I'm just sorry. I'm like having to move a lot and being dramatic a little bit. I'm a little extra spicy tonight just because my cramps are really bad. You've been warned. See you later, sister. Oh, see you later, Star. I hope you join again. Yes. Star, come back soon. Hello from Scotland, Jonathan Neal. Welcome to your daily dose of dragon feather. I hope you're having so much. From a Celtic witch. Oh my gosh. I'm literally learning so much. Because, like, okay, I'm like a few generations removed from my Irish heritage, because my grandpa came to America to flee the famine. And then I also have Welsh witches in my like family lineage that I'm learning about the more that I'm doing like my ancestry work. Okay, so we love to see the Celtic witches. We love to see it. We're learning a lot about Druidism in our book, The First Sex. We're learning a lot about Celtic witches and wild witchy women. It's very exciting, so I'm very excited to have you here. Excuse me. Oh, good night, my friend. JG1982, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And one day I'll hopefully be able to give that to someone else, because I know I want to do the priestly duty thing. I just have a long way to go. Study the red. And you know what? Take it from somebody who it's taken almost 3 decades to get there. You are on the right path if that's what you want. If you're following where your heart wants you to go, then you're already doing the work. Do you know what I mean? And you have to understand, if you want to be a priest or a priestess, or if you want to be a healer or like a witch in any sort of like high authority ranking place, you have to conquer yourself first. And you have to transmute your life first. You have to transmute your pain into power first, and do it again for the rest of your life whenever it happens. It's a practice, and it takes time, and there's no rush. You know what I mean? Like, the only time in my path that I felt so lost was when I was trying to force myself to be who I was not. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you, Seti the Red. You're so sweet. You know, you're literally so fucking sweet. I adore you. Like, cheers. Cheers to you, Seti. And like, one thing that I will not ever let anyone do ever again is make me feel ashamed for expressing myself, because that's all my life has been. Do you guys realize that? Like, most of the trauma that I've been through in my life is because I chose to express myself the way I wanted to. And it's really frustrating when, even to this day, I started to really be present on this channel and start expressing myself in a way that I haven't done in over 3 years. And to just be met with like some almost immediate backlash was a lot. So like, I kind of realized that like I'm gonna be sometimes seen as a monster for the rest of my life. And I hate that I have to swallow that pill. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna own that shit, because that's what it means to be geeky, cheeky, and freaky. In my mind, right? Like, I'm geeky in the sense that I know some shit about way too much different things, and I like to cross-connect that shit, because, hello, that's my brand of autism, okay? That's the flavor of autism I got, alright? Alright? I am obsessed with religion and spirituality, okay? And faith-based practices. I can't stop. I can't stop learning. I can't stop making connections between them. I can't stop, and I won't stop. And crucify me. But you won't be able to, because the day and age that we live in is just, it hits different. You know what I mean? I am chronically ill, depressed, and completely on my own. So it's nice just to have some support while I make my way up. Someone I know is cheering me on while I look for that crown. Hell yes, Eddie the Red. Like, I'm always giving you love. Like, I really want to like communicate that so desperately to the people who watch my channel, is like, I know exactly what it's like to have to survive when you have nobody, right? And when I had nobody, guess who I had? The hatchlings. Sometimes the only people who were checking on me were you guys. And so because you guys made sure that I was okay, and I am okay now, I will relentlessly show up with a vengeance to make sure that you guys as individuals feel like you're not alone. Because like, that is why people literally decide to unalive themselves. Like, we are chronically disconnected, even though we've never been more connected as a global community. It baffles me, right? But like, that's the law of paradox in action. It just is. So sometimes I just don't really know the answer, but when I don't know what the answer is, I always know it's community. And I always know it's connection and compassion and unity. When I feel lost, I remind myself that that's what it's about, and then I feel okay, right? And some people find community through religion. I would argue most people do in our world. They find community through their beliefs, their shared belief systems in the divine, right? I would argue that's probably why you subscribe to my channel, even if you really want to take it that far. You probably resonated with my messages about witchcraft, Wicca, or dragons, or Therans and otherkin, and that's why you were like, yeah, I am gonna subscribe to this girl, right? Because when you watch my videos, you feel seen. But part of that also comes from being able to listen and understand somebody when they're offering to share themselves, right? Because like, people have lost respect. You know, the patriarchy has told us that respect is earned and is a right given to certain people of certain ranks or birth. And that's not true. The truth is, like, respect is the default, right? Respect is a universal default for every single human being, and people earn disrespect, right? Like, you earn disrespect when you're disrespectful because, oh, you've shown that you're disrespectful. Okay, well then sometimes the appropriate response to disrespect is saying something or doing something that would be considered disrespectful, right? I I'm just putting that out there. You know what I mean? It's not easy, okay? Easier said than done. Yeah, but you are capable. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's what I'm here to remind you. Just so you know, if you hear screaming in the background, my boyfriend is gaming right now, so please, he needs to blow off some steam. Let the guy, he works too much, so please just let him have fun, okay? Please, he's a sweet boy. He needs his fun. But like, I just wanted to remind you guys that it's not that serious. Like, if people choose to be like, have like a self-centered type of perspective and get mad when people are like, yeah, you gotta show up for other people, and they're like, no, I have no obligation to other people. It's like, dude, if you had no obligation to other people, like as a human being, do you think you'd be alive today? No. Like, humans survived because we're a social species and we connect with each other. If you're all about me, that's like actually unhealthy. Like, we need each other to be healthy. Like, this is literal science. Like, I feel like I'm crazy sometimes. I'm like, bruh, I learned this stuff in like the 5th grade or like the 7th grade. Like, can you relax? Can you relax just for 5 minutes? For maybe, please, 5 minutes, please. Just give me 5 minutes. Makes me cry, but it's okay, you know, because that's the joy of this planet, right? You know what I mean? So cheers to the ridiculousness of humanity. A healed broken bone is actually a first sign of actual civilization. Mr. Spock. I appreciate that. You want to know why? Because I love the study of archaeology and tying it in with like human culture, like actually properly though. And like, the more you look at that stuff, like the more you realize how intelligent like a civilization was, or like how far along like they were developed technologically speaking, or like scientifically speaking, or politically speaking, like, or socially speaking, right? Fascinates me, which is why I'm sure my dragons tell me like that it is about like, you know, freeing Palestine and land back for all. Like, that's the only way that would truly right the balance, you know what I mean? Like, the way the earth looks has been the same for like way too long. Like, it's not natural. It's like not the natural order, right? Like, the natural order of like life is honestly disorder. I'm sorry, I know that's overwhelming, but like, having the way civilization looks now is like literally the issue with like why we have the problems that we do. And many of the problems that we do have on a systemic level are the reason why I have the trauma that I do, which is like, again, full circle why I talk about it, right? Like, when I talk about these things on my channel, it heals my trauma, and it, you know, like helps me elevate my spiritual practice with my dragons. Like, so I'm gonna keep minding my business and doing that, okay? Like, I just want everybody to know that you can practice whatever you want, and it's not that serious. Like, people are making it way too serious. It's not that serious. Oh my gosh. Like, people aren't hurting people. If people aren't hurting people, if they want to work with dragons and fairies, then let them work with dragons and fairies. If people want to believe in God and practice witchcraft at the same time, they're not evil. Just breathe, brother. Breathe, brother. Like, it's so silly to me. Drag Pharaohs, welcome back to your daily dose of drag feather. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, I'm glad you can make it. I love the dragon emoji. It's amazing. I need to make more. I need to make more stickers for the chat. I also need to make more content for the chat. I'm so glad that my foot is healed and like I'm like back on my feet and doing things again, because it took me so long to kind of recover from that. I'm still kind of having a little bit of pain in my foot. I'm probably gonna have to do some physical therapy about it, but that is a journey that we will share. You know what I mean? We'll go through it together, because I'm gonna have to go through it anyway. So I might as well share it with you guys so I don't lose my mind about it, because, you know, I'm a dancer and I've always struggled with pain when I dance, and like I discovered I've had a broken like bone, like a fractured bone in my foot for like 20 years. It's like healed, but like not correctly, if you will. It's healed pretty miraculously for not being treated, if I might say. But like it's still like a hindrance, and the injury I had where I had stitches in my foot, the same foot, wow, like sucks, man. But like I just have like this overwhelming feeling of peace that I already won. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm already gonna be able to dance the way that I want to. Like I'm gonna be able to make music the way that I want to. Like I'm gonna be able to do all these things the way that I want to, and I don't have to be scared or sad about that. Do you know what I mean? Like I just have to have faith, and I know for some people that doesn't work for them. Like, but I have to like literally have a YouTube channel to talk about it, because like that's how desperately I need to like share this message with people. Like faith in dragons is the only reason why I'm still standing. Like how much do you want to bet that like it was my dragon guardians that healed my foot? I don't know. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like some people think that my dragons might be demons. Some people think that they're jinns. Some people think that they're fucking weirdos. Some people think that they are aliens. Who knows? But I will tell you one thing. When I work with my dragons and I ask them, they are very insistent that dragons are their own thing. Outside of aliens and jinn and demons, dragons are their own brand of things, okay? Dragons have been around a lot longer than you think, okay? Like, and a lot of mythologies come from dragons actually. So like, relax. Like this is what my dragon guardians tell me. I'm just telling you what they tell me, okay? Infinidimensional, I'm so sorry. Your name is awesome and my brain is not letting me pronounce it, but it says, I'm narcissistic, identify semi-schizophrenic and semi-autistic, aka Brahmin shamanism believer, and Persephone as Heisenberg scientist, uncertainty of ambiguous fluid labels. So yes, not too many friends. Yeah. No, okay, so like that's actually something that I'm studying more recently is Brahmins. So I'm actually really happy that you decided to share that comment. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I don't know too much about it, but like to talk about it, but I'm just saying like people who are watching, you should definitely Google the word, you should like Google what is Brahmin and like just have fun, okay? I actually recommend searching it on TikTok. Google sucks right now because of what's going on in the world. Yikes, I literally had a fractured bone in my spine and never knew. Yeah, Isinator. That's actually a really common trait for people who are witches, right? Who are just like very attracted to witchcraft or who are just inherently witchy. They might have unknown injuries that never are revealed. Sometimes certain injuries are revealed on the autopsy table after someone passes away. So if you discover that you've had an injury for a long time that you never knew about, but you were coping with it as if you had no injury and you were more or less okay, like that is witchy, powerful, the power of the witch. If I might say so myself. It says, I have the same thing. My nose is broken in half across. I need surgery, but no thank you. Tatty V, welcome to your daily dose of dragon feather. And fuck anyone who says you need surgery. Your body is yours, bitch. And you decide if you want surgery or if you don't. And anyone else can fucking suck a dick, okay? That's what I tell people, all right? I'm like, you know what? Whatever I do with this one here, my business. You're weirdo. If you make it your business, you're a weirdo. My business. Just so you know, welcome back to your daily dose of dragon feather. If you could give advice to you a few years ago, what would you say? They say we grow up to be people younger us would feel safe with. I would say cleaning your room is so much scarier in your head. Don't waste your life about it. Like actually, and like stop centering men and do something every single day for your art, your witchcraft, and your finances. And that's kind of how I feel, you know? I also tell her to be like, hey, bitch, you're way too hot for everybody. So, like, don't let them define you. I would also say ew to weirdos, okay? Like, if people are giving you some weird energy in your face, you can go, ew. 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 Right? Like, I'll give you some examples. Oh my god, you're so pretty. Oh my god, you should smile some more. Ew. End of conversation. Do you know what I mean? End of conversation. Like, what? Like, you have to understand that, like, at least from my perspective, like, as a woman, the second I was born, like, everything was kind of already decided for me, right? Or assumed, I should say, right? Like, it was kind of assumed that I would get married and have kids one day. Was raised to believe that kind of thing. Like, the most important thing we want for you is to find somebody who you love and who loves you, right? When it should have been, the most important thing we want for you is for you to be who you really want to be, for you to have the freedom to be who you are. You know what I mean? That's where I'm coming from, okay? So that's why my channel is very much geared towards women, reminding them that, like, your life is your life. Thank you very much. Like, and I took my life back through witchcraft by force. Thank you very much. Can we have a round of applause for my dragons for helping me do that? Because I would not be who I am today without them. Like, round of applause. Thank you very much, Dragon Guardians. You know what I mean? Like, and do you know what I mean? Like, people can watch my channel from the perspective that I might just be mentally ill. I don't care. People can watch me from any perspective. My job is to show up and talk. So, if you like dragons and you like witchcraft and you like Theorins and Otherkin and you like music and you like spicy conversation, I'm here for that shit. Like, commentary, yes. Witchiness, yes. Magicalness, yes. Okay? Like, love it. Love all of it. Love all of it. Funnily enough, it was healed, and I only found out when I had severe heartburn that had hospitalized me. That's so crazy, isn't it? I only found out that I had the broken bone that healed more or less on itself when I had to get stitches and I still couldn't walk properly. It's because the attack that had happened to me, like the animal attack that happened, like actually kind of like re-traumatized that injury a little bit. It didn't like re-break the bone or anything like that. It just, like, the swelling of my foot is like what made it almost impossible for me to walk with the previous injury. So, like, they ended up doing an x-ray because they were like, it's been over, like, the amount of time for you to heal. You should have been walking already. Like, let's take an x-ray. And, like, that's when they found it. And I have, like, a video about it. Like, I have, like, a live episode about it. But yeah, you give an episode AHS Coven energy when they each know they're the shit. That's funny. I've actually never seen American Horror Story Coven, but I've been told that I have to watch it as a witch. Like, it actually might be something worth reacting to, I guess, on the channel. Like, I've wanted to, like, you know, tap into doing like reactions to like certain types of content, but I actually would probably just make like shorts reactions to like viral moments from it, because like I'm honestly like so like I don't really like want to like make my channel a reaction channel, but like I do have things to say, you know what I mean? who knows? Who knows where my channel goes? It's not really my business these days. I just wake up and I'm like, okay, dragons, what are we doing today? Like, that's really how my channel's been going recently. And like, damn, like the results have been wild, dude. Like, I've just been having the craziest life these days. Like, oh my gosh, this past like fucking week and a half has been, I feel like I've lived a year and a day in the past week, and I'm exhausted, brother. But cheers. Cheers. Oh, I have an idea. Should we pull some messages? I got the pocket tarot for the Wild Unknown. I love this one. Give you some ASMR. I don't have like actual like fake nails on, but I have enough real nails to give you a little bit of a ASMR situation. I do love this one, so you guys want some cards? Yeah, what question should we ask? Okay. Yeah, let's do an 8-8 reading. I'll pull a card for a collective 8-8 reading. And I will be calling upon my guardians and spirit team and the guardians of anyone else's spirit team that are watching who give consent. Say either yes or nod your head. I know that's kind of like super witch talk, new age type of content, but I just want you to be open. So, guardians, actually, they're telling me to tap on it with some rocks. Let's see. Which rock should I tap on it with? Friends, this one? This one is actually, how fun is that? This is actually a gift from a hatchling, and I use it to look for fairies. It's called a lens, or I call it a fairy lens. When I have crystals that have holes, or like I can see through them, I will use them as fairy lenses. But let's see. Scrumless, hello my lady, hello my queen, hello my darling hatchling. Welcome back to your daily dose of Drag Mother. We are pulling cards, but first, with the smoky quartz, we are gonna just use it to knock out some energy of the deck. This is kind of how I cleanse decks with crystals. Some people are into that. Some people think it's weird. Okay, let's get into this one. I think you'll love it because it's all divine feminine rage and stepping into their power, whether voodoo, sex, magic, or resurrection. Thank you, City the Red. I'm gonna actually watch it then, because I did not know. Is it a horror? Because it's called like American Horror Story. I don't really watch horror movies, okay? Like, I hope you know that, right? Like, it's not good for my brain. Like, I have way too vivid dreams, okay? Pickle Chip says, no horror movies for Azura. Sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Funny things are funny. Okay. So, we actually might get some of our guardians coming through in the channel because we're doing some readings. So, any of my guardians, feel free to let me know some things. It's dark and a little gory. Yeah, I might not watch it then. Sorry about that. I will react to some viral clips though, so we'll see. We'll see, because like I've seen some stuff on TikTok, right? But this is a very like impromptu reading. Oh my gosh, talking about TikTok and American Horror Story over my cards. What am I? It's called a Spoonie Witch, okay? I feel like shit right now. It's fine. Do you see this like whole ass heating pad wrapped around me? I have to turn it back on because it went off. But anyway, okay, let's go. My friends, my spirit team, and whoever is watching their guardians and spirit team, what do we need to know for this 8-8 portal? What do we need to focus on? Let's see, just give it another little go. I'm feeling this one. This one looks like the 5 of Wands. I'm still pretty unfamiliar with this deck, so I'm just gonna tap into these little messages in this book here. But I like this pocket version because the messages in the books are quite short and sweet, and I really prefer those types of decks because it's easier for me to like get a little bit of guidance and then use my intuition to get the rest of the message, if that makes sense. So we have, here, I'll hold it up for you guys. we have this one here. It is the Five of Wands, and it says, surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides. Oh, that is the Eight of Swords. How did we get there? That's hilarious. It's just my guardians trolling me, probably. Okay, ready? Five of Wands. It says, Five of Wands is a card of conflict. You may find yourself scattered, distracted, tending to everything and nothing. Since Wands deals with our dreams and goals, it usually means this conflict resides within. Your energy moves outward in many directions, yet you are suffering inside. Take this card as a warning. Find ways to bring calm and focus to your mind, or these troubles will only increase. Ooh. Ooh, that was spooky, family. Oh my goodness, guardians. What a fucking haunting message that was. Basically, this is really relevant for, I think, a lot of us though right now, because like for me, I know that I'm dealing with, I'm pretty overwhelmed in my reality right now, and this makes a lot of sense because like I've been like having a lot of like old shadows resurface, like needing to be addressed again and like purged, like with this like retrograde season and this eclipse season that we've been going through. And like I really truly feel like that deep in my soul, if I simply work more and focus more on getting my own shit together and healing myself and cleaning my space, like Pickle Chips yells at me every 5 minutes of the day to do, and I have been doing it. My room is actually, the room is beautiful right now. Beautiful chaos, I should say, like, but we're working on it, okay? It's much better than it was last time. But like, for you guys too, like, whatever you guys may be facing, you know, with either your mental health, your family, socially, globally, climate, like, racially, like, you know, like ableism, fat phobia, like whatever you're facing, the patriarchy, capitalism, like whatever you're like struggling and whatever you're going up against right now, like you beating yourself up is not going to make it any better for you. You need to find a way to ground yourself in a way that looks right for you. Like sometimes people will like automatically think of meditation when they say grounding, but for some people, like grounding for them is working out, right? Like that helps them get into their body and out of their mind, right? It helps them fine-tune their focus within their being, right? But for some people, it's like, you know, gymnastics or art, right? That helps them focus on certain things. Please be careful. Hello, kitten and family. If you touch the cords, it will. Ooh, clean. Hold on, we're doing a reading right now. Welcome to the circle, my darling. We have a visitor. Look at this one. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Say hello. This is Nayla Caninas. This is Adilci. Welcome to the live. We're going, but do you guys know what I mean? Like, stop focusing on the problems outside of you and start focusing on how you deal with them. Do you know what I mean? Like regulating that. I love it. Love it. You match my blanket. He matches my blanket. It's awesome. Bebe. Yes, I know. I lost my fur baby and my fiance dropped. I'm currently cleaning my room. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but see, cleaning your room is gonna help clean your clean your mind. And like sometimes we leave a lot of our like emotional problems in our mess, and like the only way you're gonna confront that is if you like actually do the work, right? To like clean your mess. Because like while you clean the mess, that's when you think about it, right? Because like certain items hold energy, right? And sometimes you need to get rid of that shit. You do. You know? You do. It's important, darling. Oh, is she being? Yeah. Just being the list. Oh no. All right. Thank you for visiting. Love you both. So cute. Oh my gosh. Adorbs. Oh, the vintage system. Welcome back to your daily dose of Dragon Feather. We're just doing a little reading here. We had a little cameo from my boyfriend, Annalena. She's the best Lilima in the world. Murder babies. OMG kitty. Yes, she's the best. Okay, anyway. All right. So, let's ask for some clarification with this conflict. Oh, I think I just shuffled it back into the deck. That's awkward. No, I didn't. Because I have a brain. All right, here we go. So with this conflict, how can we help regulate ourselves to regulate the chaos outside? All right. Let's see. Woo! I think it really wants us to have that card for some reason. I don't normally read cards that jump out, but we have... Ooh. It's the Three of Pentacles, I believe. Let's find out. I believe. Let's see. 1, 2, yes. It is the Three of Pentacles. So this card is for how we overcome the chaos, the chatter, the storm within us to calm the storm outside of us. All right? Let's see. Let's see what it says. It says, the task, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is teamwork, determination, and focus. And it says the task ahead is a momentous one. Usually related to your job or career, the Three of Pentacles suggests you must focus all your efforts. Discipline, strategy, and hard work are needed more than ever. If you become weary or overwhelmed, rely on those around you. This is a card of teamwork, so you may need the strength of others to conquer the mountain. Spirit says we rely on each other, you guys. Like, our guardians want us to rely on each other, the hatchlings. Like, your spirit team and my spirit team, your spirit team if you consented to this reading, at any time, space in the future, because to them, past, present, and future is all right now, so it all is relevant. Okay, thank you. But I digress, you know what I mean? This conflict is partially a creation of our own making because of how we've been conditioned, what we've been through in life, and all of that. You know, it's a lot, right? Like, you know, I know all of us in this chat have been through unspeakable things. Can you raise your hand? Because I'm pretty sure you can be, and I see you, and I'm here for you. And this reading is for you, sweetie. Because, like, together, this is how we're gonna overcome that. Together, showing up, chatting, sharing our experiences, speaking up, and being disciplined in our endeavors of building a better reality, right? Like, and the way that I do that is by the business that I make. I'm very, very picky, you know, with the kind of business that I do in the real world, right? Because, like, I want to be servicing the people who deserve my service. You know what I mean? I want to be, like, helping the people who, like, really truly need me. Does that make sense? Like, I know, especially the women, right? Like, especially the women of color too, because, like, I think that, like, that is, like, where I'm needed the most. Like, that's where my guardians tell me, like, show up for people who are systemically denied their rights and try your best. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you don't do it, who's gonna do it? Like, and you gotta do your best, you know what I mean? And the only way we do our best is together. The only way we do our best is connecting. The only way we do our best is by being compassionate and curious and considering other people and how they feel, because that's what makes the world a safe place, is when people feel considered for their differences and considered for their safety and considered for their experiences, and all of that is valid. Like, the only reason why humans have the civilization, the dominance on earth that we do, is because, like, at one point we considered each other more important than we considered each other and our well-being more important than any threat outside of us that wanted to conquer us, you know, via nature otherwise. And that is what sustained us, and we need to remember that. Do you know what I mean? So how can we work together in order to make this, how can we work together to make the world a better place? Fuck it, that's the message I am feeling we need. How can we do it? Ooh, this looks spooky. This has to be a wand card, so let's see. I am not sure. The 10 of Wands. All right, it says burdens, blockage, and difficulty. The 10 of Wands is a difficult card to face. Mental or physical burdens have been weighing on your spirit. Over time, this leads to hopelessness and depression. You simply can't get through to what you want. You cannot see the way. If this card appears in response to a person or situation, it may be best to simply walk away. But if this card comes up frequently, it indicates you are attracted to negativity. You chose to walk the hard road. I think in the context that we got this card, you guys, it means that we simply can't get through to what we want if we don't focus on how we show up for each other. And the way we show up for each other is very much a way and a reflection of how we show up for ourselves. Because I think first, in order to help each other connect and build a better world, we need to connect and build a better world within ourselves. We need to have a better routine. We need to give more of a shit about our reality. We need to give more of a shit about our healthcare and about taking care of our bodies and washing our hair and brushing our teeth and showering even when it's hard, you know, of eating healthier foods, making better decisions, you know, like even when it's hard, there's always a better option for you to make, like, and just try to reach for that. And when you fail to reach for that better option, that's not an opportunity to make yourself feel like shit. That's an opportunity to practice compassion. That's an opportunity to practice understanding. That's an opportunity to practice growth and to then share that with the world. And that is what is going to help you. Because being a nervous procrastinator, Dragon Fae, comes from a fear of not being perfect, and also can come from a fear of being seen and judged based on imperfect work. Being misunderstood, it also comes from being misunderstood if you don't present yourself in the correct way, and that's often very much, you feel like you're trapped in whatever the fuck this is. This looks like an awful place to be, okay? Like, and we have to face that, because this is what's lurking on in all of our hearts. All of us, when we close our eyes, we feel this right here, don't you? Don't lie to me, bitch. When you close your eyes, you feel this, whatever the fuck this card looks like right here in your heart, okay? Or you at least feel it like here, somewhere here, okay? Don't lie to me. I know you feel this shit, okay? So because this is here in all of our hearts still, it lingers, still sticky inside me too sometimes. That's why it's outside of the world. That's why it's everywhere, especially in your reality. Like this, like, where are you denying the standards that you know are good for yourself? That's why this is in your reality. Do you know what I mean? Like who are you allowing in your space that doesn't deserve you? That's why you have this in your reality. Do you know what I mean? Like, who are you letting stifle your spiritual expression or your love for magic or your desire to be a witch? That's why this is in you. Damn, it sucks. Do you know what I mean? But like, the only way we can get rid of this is if we take this and transmute this together, okay? Because this in each of our hearts is what builds up the mountain that we have to climb together. I can't climb this mountain by myself because it's made up of you too. I can only climb this mountain that's made up of all of us is if we all do this together. That's the only way we're gonna stop having these conflicts in our life that keeps us small, that keeps us out of alignment with the dream life that we want, that keeps us from our dragon guardians, that keeps us from our gods and our goddesses, that keeps us from our ancestors or whatever spiritual truth we resonate with, right? So when we work together to overcome this, what is that gonna look and feel like for us? What is it gonna look and feel like when we overcome the storms within ourselves together? I might have to pull a couple of cards. I was told to pull a couple of cards for this one. That one jumped out. I guess we'll go with jumpy cards. I don't really do that, but let's do something different. Okay, and then Pickle Chips is saying he wants to pull a card. Okay, Pickle Chips pulled a couple cards. All right, that was a lot. So, whoo. Can I tell you guys something? Okay, these are the cards that I pulled before Pickle Chips said they wanted to pull some. These are the Pickle Chips cards. Look how different these are. These are crazy different. Okay. 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 All right, let's jump into this. I believe Seven of Cups was first, right? Thank you. I thought Seven of Cups was first. I hope you guys know that I'm more familiar with my other decks. Like, I'm still new with this deck, so please let me know if the message resonates to help me better understand if I'm doing the reading correctly, if you will. Okay. Okay. Seven of clubs? Ew. Ew. Seven of Cups. Illusion, deception. The Seven of Cups is not the most welcome card. It indicates you'll face temptation in many aspects of your life, whether it's cheating for pleasure or for money. You'll soon realize you've been building a house of cards. You may feel as though you can't see clearly, judge right from wrong, or up from down. This is the spell of Seven of Cups. It is best to remove yourself for a while, step back until you can see straight again. So this feels like really kind of like in tandem with this card, right? Like, you have to understand something. When it comes to doing the work, this card is giving shadow work energy, and like when you do the work to like close your eyes and like touch this dark part of your like heart and soul, like you actually just like take your hand and you reach in and you touch this shit and you like pull this shit out and you look at it and then you're like, I love you, I understand you, we got this, like, and then you hug it and you're like, it's okay, like we're one now. That's hard work, okay? And if you fail to do that hard work, I'm pretty sure my boyfriend's cooking, so please excuse him if you hear beating in the background, but if you ignore this hard work, right, the hard work of overcoming this, like, you will get caught in the temptations of like your, you know, your human urges. Like, you're going to want to be fueling anything that you can find to fill the void, right? You're gonna be like, I don't want to feel this, I don't want to feel this, I don't want to feel this. So then you're gonna go, all right, I'm gonna take all of these cups of wine and I'm gonna drown myself so I don't fucking feel this, but I'm that bitch at the party. Girl, you need therapy, okay? Fuck. But like, the thing is that if you take the time to remove yourself from the situation and deal with this shit before you point your finger at anyone else or any other drama outside of you, before you be like pointing the judgmental finger and be like, oh my God, you're fucking terrible, you have to deal with this first. Because then when you deal with this first, you'll get compassion for everybody and the stuff that happens, and then you'll have most care for yourself and you won't play about your safety anymore. You won't play about your space and your security and your sacredness, because like your energy is sacred, okay? Especially when you work so hard to, thank you, my boyfriend is definitely, literally, I think he's actually building something. He like loves building stuff. I love him. But like he literally is like hammering in the point right now, okay? Thank you, babes, for hammering in the point right now. Like, you have to deal with your own shit before you start getting angry at other people. Like, shut the fuck up, you bitches. Like, go sit down, go do your work. Like, you can't be like, oh my God, like, fuck you and your politics. Like, oh my God, like, this and that. Like, oh my God, you're a shitty person. Oh my God, fuck Christians. Oh my God, like, fuck white people. Like, oh my God, fucking shut up. Like, sit with your shit. Like, we all have to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dear Lord, like, it's not that serious. Like, people just take it too seriously. Take it too much too fast, okay? Next, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay? Yeah, it is telling you to stop vaping. Stop it. Tragic now, nostalgic, stop it. You know what the vaping will do? It'll put that, you have it right here, brother. Love you. I had it there too. Okay. Okay. Are you a small person? Do you mean like a little person? Dude, that's crazy. The goat 6'9". The goat 6'9"? Bruh. The Goat 69. This is for you. I love your name so much. You don't understand. I love goats so much. Everything is goated in my reality. So even your username is especially goated. Cheers. I'm opening this for you. Whoa, cheers for the Goat 69. Welcome back to your daily dose of dragon feather, or welcome to if this is your first time. I'm not a small person, but I have little people in my family, so that is an honor, okay? We all have about the same size hands, okay? It's pretty amazing, all right? We come from the land of fairies, okay? If you know, you know. Anyway, let me tell you something. Our next card is the Ace of Cups. Let me find it. I'll read it, okay? Right here. It says, Ace of Cups, love's beginnings. So this is like if we work together to like heal our own stuff and heal our own stuff as a form of working together. This is kind of like how it plays out for us, right? It says, Aces mark the beginning of exciting new phases. Since the Suit of Cups deals specifically with love and emotion, you're in for a real treat. Expect to enter a blissful time of health, joy, and friendship. A new love could be on the horizon. You may feel that you're making a whole new start. Just go with it and allow this feeling to revitalize your spirit. Oh my God, you guys. I'm so proud of us. Like, there's so many beautiful things ahead for our life. Do you understand? Do you understand, like, how special, like, our future is? Like, I just have, like, and I literally, the message that's coming around is all of our guardians going, I agree, I agree, I agree. That's really sweet, you guys. Like, that's really so sweet. The next one I have is the Daughter of Cups, one of my favorite cards in this deck. It says creative and emotional. Creative energy abounds from the Daughter of Cups. She's romantic, artistic, and easily inspired by her surroundings. A true dreamer by nature, she struggles to stay grounded or to deal with any harsh realities that come her way. Conflict of any kind is very disturbing to this gentle creature. All of us are the Daughters of Cups, and the way that we combat with how disturbing the harsh realities of the world are is by coming together and supporting each other and by raising our cups to each other and going cheers, because we find community with each other, right? And like we find support with each other in a way that like we can't get anywhere else, you know what I mean? Or we haven't found anywhere else, because that's why we're here. That's why the hatchlings are here, you know? We're geeky, cheeky, and freaky misfits because the only way we fit is together. That's why we little hatchlings, right? But that's not all for our reading today. Now we have the Pickle Chips exclusive little message here. This, I have a feeling, is gonna punch us in the guts because it's Pickle Chips. These are Pickle Chips personal cards. Okay, Pickle Chips wants this one first. It is, I'm not sure, but it is a wand card. So much wand energy and cup energy. Oh, that's swords. This one is the Eight of Wands. Okay, so here we go. The Eight of Wands, exclusive from Pickle Chips. Punch me, Pickle Chips. Okay, ready? This is gonna suck. Sudden movement or change. The Eight of Wands strikes like lightning. It's a card of news, change, or clarity in an unresolved situation. You might hear from an old friend out of the blue or receive some surprising news that shifts the direction of your course. This card sometimes means literal movement is on the horizon, so be ready to travel if the opportunity arises. Basically, Pickle Chips is letting us know that the more that we connect with each other and the more that we heal our own internal darkness, if that makes sense, the more we embrace it and, you know, utilize it and let it not control us and define us, but instead control and define it in our reality. And we connect with each other and we rely on each other as community to help us when we really feel at our weakest moments, which is why Pickle Chip says you have to go live daily, so like you guys can rely on me daily and we can rely on each other daily. That's the only way it really truly works, which is I'm really getting it through this reading. It's really being hammered into me with this reading, how just important that is. And that's why, like, I think this is coming through. It's like the more we focus on those things together, it's going to create a sudden shift within all of our realities, and it's going to shake the earth. It's gonna, like, you know, strike like lightning. It's going to be so sudden, and sometimes that makes you nauseous, but that's the power of the dragons. Like, that's the power of the guardians. Like, that's the power of your gods and your goddesses, your spirit team, your ancestors. Like, especially if you've got dragons, like Pickle Chips says. You know what I mean? That's why Pickle Chips wanted, I think, to pull cards too, is just for some of you guys out there who work with dragons and who have dragons on the team as well. Because, like, that's what counts when you work with dragons, is focusing on, you know, transmuting your own shit that makes you, like everybody else, into the fuel you need to be unstoppable, undefeatable. Like, you have superpower all of the sudden, and it's because you refuse to, like, succumb to, like, your shitty patterns or your generational trauma or the way other people treated you or the expectations others have of you or the things that people tell you you have to be or the restrictions society puts on you. Like, you don't have to accept that reality. It's not for you. And when you finally say no more and you work on that shit and you work with a community to work on that shit, you know what happens? Boom. Lightning overnight, bitch. Lightning overnight, baby. Like, that is how it works. Dragon Faye, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. This next one is an honor for you, my sweet girl. Ready? Pickle Chips. Look what Pickle Chips pulled for us. The Wheel of Fortune. To end our reading, when we work together to heal our own shit and we never stop and we never let anyone else define us and we define all of that shit for us and we just stay in our lane and we focus on our shit because that's what we want to do. Well, that's what I got for you guys, is this one. Hold on. I have to find it. Do. Here we go. I pulled that card last week. Hell yes. It's on the menu. Wheel of Fortune. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It is Destiny Change of Course. Whew, we are timeline shifting, bitches, into a better one. It says, whether day or night, the Wheel of Fortune is always in motion. Some call it fate, others destiny. It's possible to go for months or years without feeling its presence. But when this card appears, the eye of the wheel is fixed upon you. Dude, we are so fucking on fire right now. Okay, ready? It says, don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way. Literally, another change of course card. That's crazy, Pickle Chips. Don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way, something you'd least expect. Whatever happens to you during this time, know that it's bringing you closer to your life's purpose. Oh my goodness. This was the card we started out with, which was conflict. Why are we going through so many conflicts, right? And it's because we had a storm within us. But we have to understand that as we heal the storm in the way that it looks like on the outside of us, know that it's happening for our highest good, for our highest timeline, for our best favor, for our Wheel of Fortune. Fortune and favor is fixed upon us when we work together to heal the shit that we've been through, to decide no more ends with us. Wow! I can't breathe! Give me a second. I really can't believe it's that good. Okay. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry this live, but you can't. It's not a daily dose of dragon feather without some bugging feelings. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. I hope you guys enjoyed that little 8/8 reading. How many cards did we pull? I'm curious. One. We pulled 8 cards. I didn't even know that. That sounds like an 8/8 Lionsgate reading to me, brother, sister. Just so you guys know, it's 8 cards. Okay. These are the cards we pulled. Not in order. They got kind of messed up, but we have these 4. We have these 4. So it's our reading today, guys. It was really good. I loved it. I have my first I have my first festival tomorrow, so these cards are giving me hope I'll do well on my new path in life with my business. Of course you will. you have to decide what you want for you. Like, it's your life. Like, at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't be living the life that I do if I didn't choose this. Do you understand? Like, 8 cards on 8-8. Yeah, I know, Scrumless. I didn't even try. It just happened. All because Pickle Chips wanted some cards. Crazy, right? Pickle Chips literally said, I have to pull cards for Pickle Chips. Pickle Chips pulled their own cards. Literally, they jumped out of the deck. So that's wild. I don't really know how that works. But thank you guys so much for all of that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's lots of work to still be done on this 8-8 Lionsgate stuff for me today. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful Lionsgate portal. Please know that this reading, if you found this video today, if it like helped you, then it was meant for you. And if not, let me know in the comments and tell me how I can get better, because that's what I'm trying to do here, right? So thank you guys so much for having a 8-8 Lionsgate portal with me. I had portal party. It was so much fun. I love doing readings with you guys. It's been a minute, so hell yeah. Also, cheers, family. You guys are the best hatchlings in the world. You guys are seriously the best. And please take care of yourselves, okay? Because, like, that's what I'm going to do right now. That's, like, another overall message I just want to give you guys is, like, please just take some time to, like, put your phone down and, like literally go play with your crystals. Like, you know, they don't have to be cleansed or whatever. Just literally go pick up a damn rock, you know what I mean? Like, go outside, go on a walk, like, go touch a tree, like, go touch grass, like, you know, like, get outside. Like, especially if you live in an apartment, you know, like, please get outside. Like, you would be so surprised how being stacked on top of everybody's auras is really actually affecting you. Like, it's just really important to go outside and take up space sometimes for you to really, like, open up your mind, open up your heart, open up your spirit, soul, and guts to doing what you're meant to do in this world, you know? Because at the end of the day, you are alive in your body. No one else can take that from you. You know what I mean? Like, you at the end of the day are going to bed in your body, right? No one else is going to bed in your body. That's what I mean, right? Like, you know, like, does your mom go to sleep in your body? No. No, she doesn't. She's not up here, okay? You're up here, so you live in your body because it's your body to live in, okay? And nobody else's business on how your body lives, right? You know, like, unless you're trying to affect on how somebody else's body lives, like, that's the only time it becomes an issue, right? But if you're just minding your own body's business, nobody else can do shit, right? So just keep your head up high, and please rewatch this video if you only came and saw parts of the message. But until next time, stay geeky, geeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. Blessed be and bye, and happy 8-8 Lionsgate portal party. Woo! Woo! Okay, bye. Bye, little hatchlings. Love you.